Hello and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Randesha, or Randy for short, and in this video we are going to be setting up my 2022 catch-all planner, and I am doing a quick unboxing really quick from Cloth and Paper, and I'm showing you the goodies or like the freebies that came with it. We got some vellum that said start by starting. The black card said see the beauty in everything and begin with yourself. And then the long white card said anything worthwhile requires work. And then I wanted to see this wrapping paper just because it was my first order from Cloth and Paper. Or I don't know, I feel like I've ordered before, but it's been so long that it seems like my first order. And all I got were these glass covers. One I got in the half letter size, and then the bigger one I got in the Happy Planner classic size. And I'm just showing you guys that it has a film over it, which is why it looks like frosted, but it is crystal clear. I just didn't want to take the cover off before I started using my planner, just to protect it so I wouldn't get any scratches while I was setting up. So now I'm getting my catch-all planner. If you didn't watch my 2022 lineup video, I am using a half letter planner for my personal and work planner. I freaking planned the two of them together. So I'm doing that mostly because I created my own inserts, and I am working to basically shop my stash, and I have like a good amount of cardstock that, well, not cardstock, but like scrapbook paper. You guys know the $5 hot buys from, I think, Michael's, where you get the paper pad. That's what I'm trying to use up. I've destashed a lot of it. I'm not gonna throw it away because I'm gonna use it for like kids arts and crafts and stuff, so they won't get into my supplies. um so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with the excess, but I do have some papers that I want to use in my actual planners. So the dividers and like the front cover that you saw there is something I'm trying to use up. So right here is my 2022 year at a glance plan page, and I basically use this page. You'll see me set it up later in the video, but I use this page in order to coordinate um, my schedule, my husband's schedule, and our kids' schedule. Right now, the twins, are newborn, so they don't quite have a schedule just yet. But I do use it for our toddler son's schedule, and it's mostly for daycare to track their when like they're closed. So I'll put my off days, and then my husband is in school and he works, so I'll track any PTO days that he has, and I'll kind of like coordinate them to see where there are gaps in our daycare situation. So, say for example, I get Martin Luther King Jr. Day off, but my husband doesn't, and the daycare is actually closed that day. So that means that I can see that my off day is actually going to be spent with my toddler because his daycare is closed. Or in another scenario where neither my husband nor I have the day off, but the daycare is closed, then I can easily see that in the year at a glance. So that's what I'm using the notes page for. So right here, I'm basically going to set up all of my pages first, and then I'm going to like write a tad bit just to show you guys how I'm going to use the page. But for right here, I'm doing my birthday spreads. So I am doing it across 4 pages, and it's upside down, but you'll see when I turn it around that I have 3 columns on the left of every page. And that's basically me doing the Alistair method, where I am using kind of like a list format in order to keep up with the birthdays this year in 2022. And in my 2021 planner, I was using a perpetual calendar that came for free in my Erin Condren order last year, but I didn't like the fact that the book was like in in a folder in the back of my half letter planner, and sometimes I will forget to check that for holidays and birthdays because that's what I used it for, and I would miss, somebody's birthday, which, they were cool with, but eventually I remembered. But if I write it down, I want to be able to remember. That's the whole point of a planner. And I just felt like having it in a separate book in the back, or like in a separate book in the back of my planner, was just not working for me, because I couldn't rely on it. So that's my definition of planner piece, is like knowing that my planner meets every single need in helping me achieve my goals. Well, maybe not every single, but for the most part, it helps me meet my goals and what I'm trying to accomplish. So right here, I am using that same 3-column Alistair method for quarterly pre-planning, and then you'll see me, I think I already did it, but I'm using 6 columns for holidays. So I write in the columns, the months vertically in the columns as the header, and then what I'll do is I'll put a dot in whichever column that the month falls, the holiday or birthday or whatever falls on. So say like, again, Martin Luther King Jr. Day falls in January. I'll put a dot in the January column, and then over to the space where I'm writing right now, I will write what it is. So I'll put Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And that's how I'm going to use this holidays page. And then I'll do the same for birthdays and for my quarterly pre-planning. So this isn't the last time you guys are going to see this planner. So I will probably be posting before the pins and stuff like that on Instagram. So if you want to follow me over there for like how I use my planner, then go ahead. I also am posting on my stories way more often. For the majority, it's not planner related stories. It's just more like, it is, but it isn't. So it's kind of like behind the scenes of me carrying out what I put in my planner. So just like everyday life. I'm gonna take you guys on the journey of me figuring out how to get these budget planners made, and just grocery hauls and just stuff I'm doing around the house while on maternity leave. So we're back on this year at a glance page, and it's just what I'm showing you guys. Each column represents a family member. So, but I did lump the twins into one column just because they probably aren't going to have any appointments, because they're not going to go to daycare just yet until they're a little bit older. So I lumped them into one column since they're mostly just going to have appointments, which I don't necessarily need to track on this day off tracker. But yeah, just in case I need to coordinate our schedules with the twins, with something for the twins, I added a column for them. So as you can see, I'm writing in like the dates in that first column. So New Year's Day is on the 3rd, and then I'm putting like NA or a check mark or a dash under each column. So a dash means that this person does not have the day off, and then a check means the person does have a day off, and then NA just means it's not applicable. So as you can see, the New Year's Day, B is for our son, and he has the day off. I have NA under my column, which is a D. And then under my husband's column, it was a check mark. So that means that our son and my husband have the day off, and then it's not applicable to me because I'm on maternity leave, so I'm off, of course. So on New Year's Day, I know at a glance that all of us are off on New Year's Day, and I don't have to coordinate additional babysitting services. So, and I just showed you guys an example of how to use the Alistair method. It's actually very, very easy, and it provides versatility in how you want to use it. There are like a couple of ways to use it, but what I like to do is I like to put the date in the number date in the column, and then over to the right in the larger section, I'll write the person's name and their age that they're turning for the birthdays, and then for the holidays, I'll just list the holiday that coordinates with that date in that month. So that way, at a glance, I can just see on those two spreads and my pre-planner, because my pre-planner is using the Alistair method as well. I can just flip to these three collections and just look down whatever month I'm planning for, and I can see all of the birthdays, holidays, and pre-planned events that I have for that month, and just be reassured that I'm not missing anything. So I really, really, really love the Alistair method, and I've been using it for a while. I will post a couple of like spreads on giving like more details on how I use these collections on Instagram, so be sure to follow me there. And there are a couple of videos on the Alistair method from other people on YouTube, so feel free to check those out as well. So I'm going to create a washi dashboard, I think this is called. Basically where you lay down a whole bunch of washi across a page just to create like a new divider or dashboard. And this washi, for the most part, is washi that I've had in my stash for some years now from one of the craft stores, Hobby Lobby, Joann's, Michael's. And the stars are actually simply gilded. Um, and I was going to use this piece of paper with the lines on it because I had printed incorrectly, and I just wanted not to waste paper. But the lines were showing through the washi, so I put it up and put it on this blank piece of paper, but as you can see, the lines had already stuck, like the ink had already stuck to the washi, so it was too late. But either way, it still came out pretty cute. I really like the way this came out. It gives me all of the winter vibes that I was looking for. So I think going forward, I'm going to use washi dashboards as my like cover for my half letter for the year 2022, because it's really simple and it gives me a way to use up some washi. So yeah. And also, I wanted to know, do you guys want to see these setups, or do you just want to see flip throughs? Because if you don't want to see the setups, then I can just post this to Instagram for anybody that's like interested, and then just do the flip through on YouTube. But let me know if you want to see both, and I'll continue to do this setup and then just flip through with you guys at the end, like I'm doing now. So yeah, it's whatever you guys want to see. I'm making a content anyway, so I just want to post it, or just post whatever you guys want to see. So if you're not interested in something, then I could just not post it. So right here, I'm actually creating a Instagram story of this dashboard. So like I said, I am more active over there, so definitely go follow me. Especially if you want to see the like the whole makeup of the budget planner, like how it's going to be done or whatever, if you want to stay informed every step of the way. So here I was trying to decide between this snowflake paper and the the washi dashboard I just made. So I put the washi dashboard as the cover, and then now I'm going to repurpose this snowflake little scrapbook paper as my background to my sticky notes. So I'm just going through my stash and trying to find like any sticky notes that have like a winter theme and like blues and blacks, basically that'll match the aesthetics of my setup. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'm determined to use up these sticky notes and not throw them away. These are mostly Target dollar spot sticky notes that I've had in my stash for years now, so I'm trying to use them up, but we'll see. At the end of 2022, they are not going to be in my stash anymore. I am definitely throwing away whatever's remaining. But yeah. Oh, so right here, I'm showing you guys these bow stickers that I got from Planner Press a while back. And I'm going to use the words that came on the side as my top tab labels. So, and then these sticky notes are new. I'm showing you like the consistency of them is basically like any regular like page flag. So I thought the tabs were going to be thick, but I mean, either way, 400 came in a pack, so I'm definitely going to get some use out of them. But I thought the tabs were going to be thicker so they could be a little bit more sturdier as my side tabs, but either way, they're going to get used. I just wish they were a little bit thicker instead of thin like page flags. But they are kind of like a white transparent, so that's fine. And as you can see, I'm just labeling my sections with side tabs. And I'm just flipping through again just to make sure everything is where I want it before I put in my top tabs. And I took this folder out on the left because I was going to put it in the back of my folder, in the back of my planner like I did for 2021. But you're going to see, I'm going to show you a little bit later in the video that once I put it in, these covers from the crystal clear covers from Cloth and Paper are shorter than the frosted covers that I was using before that I got off of Amazon. And this folder that I got off of Amazon sticks out further than the crystal clear covers that I got from Cloth and Paper. So ultimately I'm going to take that folder out, but it did fit vertically, but it didn't fit horizontally, so I can't use it this time around in my setup. But also thinking about it now, I'm not going to need it anyway, because the only reason why I had it in my 2021 setup is to hold my perpetual calendar from Erin Condren. And now that I'm not going to use that, I actually didn't need the folder anyway, so I would have eventually took it out anyway. So now I'm going to put like a little piece of tape on the back of these sticky notes, because this time around I did put the sticky notes on a clear divider just so I can switch up the clear divider, or not the clear divider, the scrapbook paper that's behind the clear divider. I can switch that up with the months, because my setup right now for 2021, I actually stuck the sticky notes to the scrapbook paper and basically had to pull the sticky notes up every time off of the scrapbook paper, and it would rip and things like that. But so basically I had a rainbow sticky notes theme for all of 2021 because I stuck the notes to the scrapbook paper instead of like a clear divider like I'm doing this time around. So it worked. It just, this year I want to change my planners up with the seasons and holidays. So that's why I want to make sure the sticky notes are on something a little bit more durable and that won't get ripped and stuff like that, like the scrapbook paper would. So this section in the back right here, I accidentally printed it on actual thick cardstock, so that's why it looks yellow. But I did add a section that wasn't originally in my lineup, and that's like, it's a section for this nonprofit that I'm a part of for Black girls, and we're gonna be getting more active now that, you know, um, we're back outside basically. So I just needed a like section in my planner that I could use for the foundation, so for like meetings and stuff. And I was just cleaning up everything on my desk as I go. Do you guys clean up as you go? Let me know in the comments. Alrighty, so I'm going to put the finishing touches on this planner. I am writing in the side tab like labels with a Sharpie, just because I didn't have any like pre-printed like sticker labels for these side tabs, of course, because they're custom to me. So I'm gonna do that, make little small adjustments here and there, and then that's gonna be this setup. So if you like the video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to let me know down in the comments if you want to see like this whole setup process on YouTube, or if you want to see it on Instagram, or do you want to see it on both. Just let me know down in the comments, because I plan to do one every month or so. So yeah, hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.